Well, I'm out of my sick bed and back in my corner. Well, I was in my corner the whole time. See that cool little couch thingy back there? It actually folds out. It's two chairs that fold out into cots. So when I'm sick, I got a place to stay without getting my husband sick, in theory. And so here I am once again. Yes, we are on week 35 of Droughtlander with no new episodes until November. I'm sort of happy and yet really irritated at saying that. But yes, we do know we're getting some new episodes in November, that B-sides of season 7. And until those begin, I am here to try to entertain you and keep you up to date in all the weird things going on with our actors. And occasionally, like today, when there isn't big news coming out, we're going to take a look at some throwbacks and a couple of things that are happening right now in honor of our actors. But first, of course, because it's just so fun to look at every time, how about yet another fraud? Yes, once again, we have a new funny post. This one actually is funny for me. If you look, this one is shared by Outlander Online. It says, spam accounts are getting so bad. This isn't our page, but it popped up in my feed. Which one does this person reply to? And the reason we asked that question is we have the original poster, the fan, don't be a guest. Old blokes get plenty of work, old girls, not so much. Not sure what that was in reference to. But as you see, 2 Sams have answered her, and both of them would be really happy to be able to chat with her in person. I mean, at this point, even the frauds are confused. It really might be the time to stop. It's just when you've got too many frauds answering the same post. Is she supposed to guess which one? Is there some way to choose which fraud would be the most fun to talk to? I don't know. In my opinion, what we ought to do is just ignore them all, report them, and again, keep spreading the word so none of your friends, your fellow fans, anybody who's a fan of anybody, not just Sam, doesn't get taken in by one of these fraudulent accounts trying to claim to be somebody they aren't, doing something that if they were them, they wouldn't be doing. It's times like these, it's frustrating and yet entertaining. Just let's make sure we are spreading the word. Don't trust the fakes. Moving along though, it's another throwback image from Batgirl 95 UA, and this one is of the housemaids from season 1. We've got Batgirl 95 UA saying, continuing way back Wednesday, a handful of you requested to see the older behind the scenes photos that I used to create my season 1 reel. Here is one of many photos provided by stars that I have in my collection. Originally posted March 17th, 2014. Don't be deceived. Castle life is harder than it looks. And yes, so these are 4 of the housemaids. Take a look at these faces. I know y'all have been doing a rewatch of Outlander. When you start over and get to season 1 again, take a look and see if you can recognize any of the women in this picture. They worked really hard to keep that castle running. And here we have a couple of images shared by Tash. I love these two. We're hashtagging Tenant Lager, Outlander, Tim Downey, and Same Heughan. And yeah, so we could see we've got Sam. And I do believe I am having trouble recognizing with it, but are those both Tim? I'm not good with mustaches and beards. In fact, I can barely tell that's Sam. I'm sorry. It's just, I'm not a mustache or beard person. It throws off the whole look of the face. Different haircuts mess with me too. But yeah, this is funny though. If it is the same two, they're basically standing in very close to the same manner. Although in this picture, he looks kind of leery of Sam, and Sam looks sort of leery of the camera. In this one, Sam looks a little angry at the camera, and we're kind of mocking the camera here. Fun throwbacks. I really enjoy seeing them. But I'm curious. Is this the same fella? I need help. I know.
Did you decide to wear the same thing?
Yeah. Like
which one's which? Richard Rankin. Really?
Okay. So this is Outlander Online again, a throwback to this video of Richard Rankin and Same Heughan. Our site archive 7. Same Heughan, Richard Rankin, Outlander stars Jamie Fraser, Roger McKenzie. And am I misunderstanding this, or are they introducing themselves as the each other to this person who apparently seems to think that they should be somebody, or that it would be interesting to meet them because they might be somebody's? but doesn't know who this somebody's is. That's funny. He's Richard Rankin. He's Same Heughan. Of course, obviously. That's just a mean trick, but I think that's kind of funny. It's like when twins change places. They look nothing alike, don't get me wrong, but it is kind of a funny joke. I'm sorry. Now, we're not picking on the fans at all here on this one. This one is Charles Vandervaart fan site, who's posted a new photo of Charles Vandervaart in Edinburgh. Charles on Instagram, and I did see this on Instagram too, but I'd already saved it here, so we're going with this one. And down there, over there, is where I met Emma, and that's in quotations. For those who haven't seen it, it's from the TV series One Day, which takes place in Edinburgh. If you watch it, make sure you have a box of Kleenex. And then there are a couple of posts there saying, no, you need more than one box of Kleenex. I may have to go look for this and see if I can watch it if it's that sad and depressing. But after I'm done with my cold, I'm tired of watching shows that make me cry and blubber and then snot and cough, because it does not help. We've got a couple of images here, though, that you can see. Obviously, Charles, way down here. Hi, Charles, way down here. And see what else we've got here. There we go. Edinburgh, Scotland, and down there, over there, is where I met Emma. I'm going to guess it must have been a sad memory, because he actually looks kind of sad, if you can see him. Let's see if I can zoom in here. But yeah, he looks a little sad. Poor Charles. All right, now I'm thinking about that convention at the end of the year, and boy, isn't it going to be cool to meet some people. I would love to meet Graham. Would be awesome. I'd like to thank him for all of those fantastic images he has shared and I've been able to share with you. But this is Graham McTavish's post. I hope you can join me in Scotland in October for what promises to be a great time in the Highlands. I look forward to talking at length about how misunderstood Dougal Mackenzie is and describe many of his unseen joys. Basket weaving, felting, and singing obscure Gaelic songs while playing the kettle drum. I hope to see you there. He's hashtagged basket weaving in a kilt. Inverness, Dougal does the kettle drum, and haggis spotting in, I don't know that whole one, but it ends with the habitat. Yeah, I will say that the first comment there says it's not worth the amount of money asked for, but I mean, that's a matter of opinion and whether or not someone can afford such an extravagant trip. Quite frankly, I know plenty of people who think that I'm crazy for going to as many conventions as I do, because it isn't cheap, and that really does mess with my saving for a car money. But sometimes it's worth it. There is another image here. I'm going to go ahead and share that real quick. So yeah, here, this is October 22nd through November 1st, which might account for the high cost. We're not getting a 2 or 3 day convention. We're getting a full week. So me at the hotel, Blackness Castle, Lindgren. I am not going to read the whole thing here. I'm going to let you have it here so you can read it. Pause if you'd like to so you can see everything involved. The total amount cost here is just over $8,000. So it would be a pricey trip. Probably a once-in-a-lifetime trip for a lot of us. I would have to skip all conventions for about 2 years to be able to afford this. So go if you can, and then, tell us about it, because we can do that. And now, just for fun, I've got a little throwback where Caitriona had a little chat with people. Before I turn on the audio, it says, brilliantly Balfe, this is shared by them, Kat talking about her beautiful friendship with Same Heughan at the ATX TV Festival in 2023. I'm still in denial about Outlander stars coming to an end. Anyone else? I'm honestly, I have no doubt it's coming to an end. I believe them wholeheartedly. I might have tried to see if we could extend it if they weren't coming out with the prequel. It doesn't take the place of Outlander, but it kind of backs up the idea that they're getting done with Outlander and moving on. All right, let's go take a look at that video.
We were getting our hair ruined for about the 5th time down in London before we started filming. And he and I went for a walk in Hyde Park. And we were just talking, and we were like, it was literally, we were like, look, don't know what this is going to be, but we're going to be the only two who know what it's going to be like in this. So we have to have each other's backs. And we did, we made that decision, and it's always been that way. And, as the years have gone on, our lives have become very different, and, your lives become much more complicated. And, in the beginning, Sam and I were, very similar. We're very similar in our personalities anyway. We like to be very prepared and focused, but then we like to have a lot of fun. You know, we like to not take ourselves too seriously, even though we take the work seriously, that kind of way. But like, as our lives have gotten more complicated and busy, we may not see each other as much as we used to, but that core and that like friendship and that base that we have has never changed.
That's really kind of beautiful, because you can tell that's why I think we see them on screen and think they must be a couple. It's the whole Harry met Sally scenario. You can't just be friends, but I think they are managing a good friendship because of the work. And I'm just really glad they've still got this relationship that has sort of cemented over the past decade of working together, so that when we see them on screen, you can see that closeness. It is sort of like the old the old marriage. This is your old husband, your old wife. You've been together for so long. So seeing that Sam and Kat are friends in the background, it does make that romantic relationship on screen come through in such a believable way. And speaking of Sam, I've got a little something about him as well. Or more accurately, his birthday and the movement to try to raise some money to go towards a theater that he's very familiar with. This is posted by Tash Peekaboo Jen. I'm so very excited to let everyone know that we have now raised over £10,000 in our Celebrating Same Heughan and the Lyceum Theater birthday fundraiser. That is fantastic. Many thanks to everyone who has donated to and or shared the fundraiser. It has been so wonderful to see so many sparkly souls appreciating Sam and the Lyceum. Who knows what our final total will be, but for now, let's celebrate this incredible amount. And then the donation link is there. Of course, I will share that below. And I know you can't see the part, that last bit that I just read, but I swear that's what she says. It's my big head. It's in the way. But now my big head is done sharing this stuff. That's about all I have. I saved some stuff on my phone that isn't transferring over to my computer very well. So maybe I'll save some of those things for next week, get them transferred over. My Adobe cord isn't connecting properly. It's really annoying. And my Wi-Fi connection it's taking forever to not really accomplish anything. Anyway, my technical woes are not your problem. I hope that you enjoyed this update. A little bit from everybody, everything, behind the scenes from a long time ago, where you can see Graham checking out Kat and what she has to say about Sam's friendship. And that birthday fundraiser is going so well. If you can, please go donate. I'm not asking you for any money for this channel right now. If you have a little bit of extra tax time, yeah, do a little something extra for Sam and the Lyceum. It helped him out. I think it's great that his fans want to help that theater out. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give me a like, subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. Share so that all our other Droughtlander survivalist friends can get a little taste of what's going on and news and information, and come chat with us about it in the comments below. Thank you again to my Patreons and my members. Keep in mind that there could be a giveaway at the end of the year. I know that I announced that really early. Now it's like we're waiting forever. But I'll let you know each step how things go along if I talk to Gina between now and then, and all that fun stuff about the gathering at Sassenach City. And my voice is starting to go, so this is the end. Thanks so much for joining me. And if you'd like more Outlander or Star Trek information, please do check out any other of my videos here, and I'll see you there. And they would be really excited if they would be able to talk. Seeing that they in the background. So maybe I'll save those things for next week.